There we go.
Hi everyone, how are you guys tonight? You guys are live here on my page. My name is Brandy. I am with Brushed by Brandy, and I paint here live with you guys every Thursday evening at 9 p.m. Eastern. So we're going to paint tonight. And you guys, my husband Sean is behind the camera. He's going to help us answer any questions as we go. And so let me talk to you guys a little bit about what we're going to be working on tonight. So I am going to be taking part in a challenge with Wise Owl Paint and their artists, and the challenge was we get 4 colors to use. Okay, so they sent us a mystery box and we didn't know what was going to be in it. It turned out to be 4 colors. So let me show you guys what the colors are. So we've got this one here. This is called mandarina, which is a bright orange. We've got a bright pink, which is called rocksteady. We have a blue, this one's called prussian. And then a green, which is called chareston green. Okay, so these are the 4 colors that we got. We're also allowed in the challenge to use a white and a black. So the white that I have out is called Antique Villa. It's a little bit off-white. It's a little bit of a creamy white, but that's the white that I had out. And then pure black, okay? And the reason we're allowed to use those is because you can create so many colors with a white and a black. So really, if you look at this here, if we're talking about color, there's just about everything in here you can mix. You've got pink, which is about as close to red as you get. If we were to consider orange to be our yellow, and we've got a blue, we kind of have our primary colors. We're in the range where we can do a lot of mixing and tinting. And then with white, you can go lighter, and with dark, or with black, you can go darker. You can create a gray with these, which will gray out any color and it will mute them. So what I did is I started out and I took my colors and I started mixing. I just started mixing, and I started out with like 50-50 mixes. Like I would take these 2 and just, what's a 50-50 mix? And what's a 50-50 mix of this? And then what if you put these 2 together? You're gonna get a purple. If you put the orange and the green together, you get kind of an earthy brown color. Let's see, so I did all the combinations and I came out with this color card. So these are all colors that are made with this combination that I have up here.
Oh, it looks like you're missing a couple.
Yeah, you think so? I'm sure that I am. I mean, I didn't go through, you can take, you know, the shade and add a little bit of white, and then a little bit more white, and a little bit more white, and a little bit more white, and you'll get a full spectrum of colors. I didn't go through and I did that, but let me show you guys, like, you know, we've got purples in here. A lot of purples I can get out of this. All different shades of purples. I've got a lot of different shades of green. There's some brown tones in here. You get a gray if you mix just the black and the white together. The red and the orange together make it, you know, a nice raspberry color that can get into the coral tones even. So I ended up with all of these color mixes. I'm going to be posting a picture of this so you guys can see what some of them are. I'm going to be painting this cabinet behind me, and this one's kind of sad because I had put this transfer on it, but sometimes you just have pieces that are not attractive to anybody and they don't sell, and this was one of them. So this transfer was not popular.
Does she have a good personality?
No, not even a good personality. So it's coming off. So I need to sand this off, and the reason I'm going to sand it off is because it's been sitting around for a while. I can use my fingernail and I can get this transfer to peel. So I do not want to paint over this. I thought at first, oh, I can just prime it and paint over it. I'm not comfortable doing that. I'm going to have to sand the door down. So so this is a little record cabinet. The inside's already painted, and I'm going to be sanding this down and taking all of this transfer off. We're not going to do that on camera tonight, but I just wanted to give you guys an idea what it looked like before. It was really cute, but was not a winner. It was not a winner.
No? And again, paint that you're using?
I'm using Wise Owl paint. So I'm going to actually flip this around. We're going to work on the back of the cabinet tonight because I need to sand those doors down. But what I'm doing on the back will be the same thing that I put on the front once I get that transfer off. Let's talk about...
Spring's on.
Okay, Spring. Let's talk about removing a transfer, since that's something I need to do. There's a couple ways you can remove transfers.
Trying to catch you in... Yeah, that's all right.
So I'm turning my piece around to the back side of it.
That's my stand-in body double right there. Hi, Ashton.
Yeah, he looks just like you. There's a few ways you can remove a transfer. Mine is underneath a clear coat. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sand it. It's going to gum up my sandpaper because transfers are made of adhesive. But that's okay. I'm just going to go ahead and run through it with a sander. Most of the ways to remove a transfer are going to damage your paint. I don't really know of any way that removes a transfer and doesn't damage your paint in some way. So sanding is an option. You can take steel wool and mineral spirits if it's unsealed, it doesn't have a clear coat over it. And you can scrub it off with steel wool and mineral spirits. Again, probably going to affect the paint underneath, but it will take the transfer off. You can try a little bit of heat and rubbing at it or using the steel wool on that. Again, heat on a finished paint job, probably going to damage your paint. So most of these, you're going to have to do some kind of scrubbing. You're probably going to damage your paint. I get asked a lot how to take transfers off.
You know what I found is the best, like the fastest way to do that?
Not put the transfer on in the first place?
5 gallons of gas and a lighter.
yeah, I'm sure. So what is my inspiration for this? Okay, so I chose inspiration for this, and it's going to be this here. This is a serape pattern. I'm just going to tape this up here. Whoops.
That's a Sean paint job. Just print a bunch of them and throw it on the piece. We're good.
Yeah, we're just going to decoupage this one piece of paper right to the center. This,
Done.
For me to print this out, probably use my entire printer's worth of ink. You guys know how that is, where every time you go to use your printer, it like is out of cayenne. Like nobody uses that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But even if it's out of like magenta, it will still not print black and white. Go figure that. Okay, so I kind of studied this image, and what I found when I really looked at it was it's split into thirds. Okay. And when I chose this one because I see all the variations of these colors that I'm going to work with are in here. So I've got this light teal color. That's going to get me there. I can add a little bit of black to it and a little bit of white, and that'll get me the full variation there.
I'm just going to take you out of the picture. You can get some folks some.
I've got this orange and red tone that are in here, and I can get that full range. I've got an off-white color, and I can mix that. And then I go back to my blues. But what I saw in each section is I've got 2 colored stripes and then a white stripe. Same thing in the center. 2 colored stripes and a white stripe, 2 colored stripes and a white stripe. Okay, so I'm going to divide this back of this cabinet up into thirds. So I got,
we're going to do some math then?
This thing here, whatever this thing is. And I'm going to...
Some of us are very familiar with that, yeah. Others not so much.
I'm going to grab this pencil. Just kidding, it's not even sharpened. I'm going to grab a pencil.
Hey, you're going to poke my eye out with that thing.
You want to be careful anytime you're using a graphite pencil under chalk paint, because graphite will bleed through your chalk paint. So, now that I kind of know what I want my boundaries to be, I'm going to include these 2 side sections here because I want them to blend seamlessly into the back. Yes. And I'm going to take this total measurement, which is 33 3/4, of course.
Let me get my abacus. Hold on.
Yeah, of course, 33 3/4. And I wish I had a calculator because I would divide that roughly into 3. But we're going to go into, let's see, 11.
Hold on. Did you just say 33 3/4 and you need to figure out
into thirds? Into thirds.
Yes.
Into thirds.
That's 11 1/4.
Yeah, 11 1/4. I was just going to say that if you weren't moving your
if
trap.
I wasn't such a jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
I get it.
So we're going to go to 11 1/4. And right there.
See, Patty's got an abacus too.
And 22 1/2.
Mom, there was one in your car.
Oh, there's a calculator in my car?
That's for all our couponing.
Yeah, because I did couponing.
It's not digital.
Okay, and then I'm going to do it again. I don't need to read it. I was just kidding. I'm going to do it again across the bottom. 11 1/4.
11 5/8. Carry the third.
And 22 1/2. All right, and then I'm going to tape this off. And I'm going to work in one section at a time. So this is just regular painter's tape. I'm gonna.
Oh, this looks like a lot of math. I slept through that class.
Yeah, this is a lot of mathing.
I like to read, write, or math.
But I'm going to try to simplify it as much as possible because I could take this, and if you really look at this design, here I'll show it to you guys up close on camera.
Thank you.
If you really look at it, they have this all as stripes. I'm not going to tape off each one of these individual stripes.
This is why the printer loved you so.
I'm gonna blend this. So I'm not gonna have this be individual stripes. I'm gonna do blended stripes.
Whoa, what?
I know. Huh? That's what my plan is. So that I don't have to tape off, because otherwise when I look at this, it's 5 million lines. Technically, they did like black, slightly lighter, black, slightly lighter, slightly light. Nope, not doing it. Nope, not doing it. So I'm going to blend stripes on this, is what my plan is. We'll see how it works out, right? In my head,
in theory,
if you guys see this finished piece and it ends up being a solid color, it means none of my plan worked. All right, and then I'm taping to the inside of my stripe because I'm gonna work on the outer sections. So I'm taping to the inside, and then I'll have to come back. I'm gonna use a lot of painter's tape on this. I will have to come back and move my painter's tape again. But for now, this will allow me to do, whoops. I want to get up underneath this lip too. So I'm just connecting the 2 dots that I made when I measured across the top. And that should get me a roughly straight line. Right there. And then I want it to go up under the lip because it does have, up under here is painted as well. And I kind of want it to match my body. And then I'm going to press it into, it's got like a little, what would you call this?
Just call it a contour.
Yeah, a little contour in the back itself. So I'm going to burnish this tape really well. And what burnishing means is I'm just going to seed it as much as I can into my piece. Now when I'm done with all my stripes, this color underneath is going to be covered. I won't even have this color in existence anymore. You won't even see this. It's not going to be part of my... So I'm just using a soft cloth and I'm burnishing my tape. Okay, now I'm in here and I'm going to tape a line down the center of this, and I'm just going to choose, say, one side to work at a time. So let's choose my teal color. So I want to break this, it's a little less than half, okay? So whatever it is, I just want to make sure that this side matches this side when I'm done, okay? I can kind of make up the dimensions because it's not exact on here. I could, measure this out and, do ratios of what percentage of, nope, not going to do it. We're going to just
These are the reasons why Sean doesn't paint.
Yeah, no, too much work. Okay, so if this is 11 1/4, let's see, I want, I'll probably make, let's do.
Oh, Wendy.
am I throwing people way off?
Even, no. No, the spelling's a little off, but yes, burnish, baby, burnish. It's like burn, baby, burn.
Burn, baby, burn. Yeah. Okay.
Disco Inferno.
So I think I'm going to cut off, and this teal stripe will be at the 5-inch mark. And then I'll do I want to go all the way to 10? I only want to go to like 9. So let's do the 4.5-inch mark.
Here we go with the math.
Okay, so I'm going to mark 4.5, and that's going to be my teal stripe. At 9 inches, that'll be my red stripe, and then this will be this white portion here. And then I can make smaller stripes in those if I want.
It's all right. Thanks, Wendy. Now I got the song stuck in my head.
You're not going to sing for all of us?
No.
All right, do you guys want to work on teal tonight, or should we work in the oranges and the reds? Which one do you think we should work on tonight?
And go.
Maybe I'll do one on one side and one on the other. How about that? All right, so we'll do over here, we'll work in the teal section. I'm only going to mark one Whoa, that's not straight.
All right, teal it is.
Teal?
Boom, boom, boom.
All right.
3
Well,
right out of the gate. 4. Yep.
I think I'm going to do both. So
We had a good thing going until Tammy said something.
We'll do the teal over here, and then on this side, we'll do the red. And the only difference it makes is I put my tape, so I want this to be my teal section, I put my tape on this side. Okay, if I was doing the red, I would put the tape on that side of the line. So that's the only difference there that I need to decide what color I'm going to be working on. And then over here, same thing. So I've got to mark at,
You need some help?
just this one's to fall.
No,
You want to come hold this up for me? Oh yeah, so much easier. All right, so I'm going to mark this at 4.5 and at 9. And this time I'm going to tape off this section here is where I'm going to work in. I'm just pressing it into this kind of molded detail here.
Into that groove.
The groove thing.
Oh,
There's another song for you guys. All right, and then this one will go on this side. And I hope these are roughly straight because I'm not using a level and I only marked one mark. So we'll see. If my stripes are totally off, it's just the back, right?
That's why the camera's at an angle.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to burnish this tape down. Another option would be to come back, and if you put clear coat over your tape, it will bleed through under the tape. Maybe I'll just do that really quick to show you guys. Let me grab my clear coat. Hang on, guys. I'm coming right back. No. Okay, so I'm going to grab my my Wiesel matte varnish, which is their clear coat, and I'll throw this over my my tape, and then by the time I have my colors mixed, when I come back, it will be dried, and I'll be able to paint over it.
Oh, it kind of reminds me. What's that gum with all the stripes?
Oh, fruit stripe gum.
Is that what it is?
All right, so I'm going to pop this open. Normally with clear coats, you don't want to shake. You'd rather stir it because it does introduce bubbles into the clear coat, but I'm just going to use this to seal my stripes off.
It's like a martini.
Okay, so I'm just going to take an artist brush, and let's see, on this one we're going to do the teal. So I'm just going to seal this side of my paint, or this side of my painter's tape. And by putting the clear coat over, it's going to seal off that painter's tape. And then any bleed through that goes underneath my tape, it's going to bleed through in the clear. And when I peel my tape, it's going to be a super clean line. Okay, we'll do the same thing over here, only over here I'm working on the orange stripe, so I'm going to do 2 sections of painter's tape. Now, I don't have a main body color on this. The other option, aside from sealing your painter's tape with clear coat, is you can seal it with your main body color. If you're just doing if you're doing black and white stripes, I could, if the base was white and I'm painting black stripes, I can seal my tape with the white paint. But this is not my main body color that's underneath, so I'm just going to let my stripes be sealed off with clear. Okay, so we'll let that dry.
Emily, yes, it had the zebra, but it wasn't Bazooka. Bazooka was the little pink gums that had the little comic or something in it, right?
Oh, Bazooka. Oh, yeah.
You remember the little like nickel?
Yeah, Bazooka
gum?
Joe.
Yeah. Where, 2 seconds after it went in your mouth, you want to spit it out because it's rock hard.
Okay, so my teal mix that I made is a mix of a little bit of Charleston green. Let me show you what 3 colors it is. It's Prussian, Charleston green, and a little bit of white. Now I think I kind of want to brighten this up even a little bit to make it kind of a a brighter tone. So I think I'm going to mix a tiny bit of the orange in it. Can I tell you guys something? Everyone keeps asking me. I'm trying these FIFO bottles for the first time. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan, guys. I know a lot of you guys use them. I actually bought some to put my resin in.
You're right, Terry.
Okay, I put a little bit of my orange in. I'm going to add a little bit more. I want it to just be that kind of bright shade of teal.
What did you, just real quick, what did you seal it with? The clear that you just put on?
Wise Owl Matte Varnish. It's their clear coat, which is called their varnish, and it's in the matte finish, which has no sheen to it.
I'm trying.
What?
Sheen.
Oh. All right, so that's a little bit brighter. So that's going to be my blue color. I don't want it to be baby blue. I want it to kind of be a, I don't know. Do I want it even brighter than that? I'm adding a little bit of orange. Kind of brighten it up a little bit. Put a little bit more. I'm just trying to get the perfect shade. There's no science to this, guys.
What?
Yeah, I don't.
Seriously?
I can't tell you the ratios of whatever color it is that I'm going to end up with, so don't ask me for that.
It is not made in a lab.
I'll just know it when I see it. I don't want it to be too kind of baby bluish.
What?
I want it to be like a nice, vibrant teal.
Oh, so the weather, there was a question posed earlier. The weather's pretty good here.
Oh, it's nice, you guys. I'm transitioning from wearing full-length overalls to overall shorts. That's how you know it's summertime in California.
Oh, yeah. I hate to ask this of you, but Emily wants to know the exact ratio.
Oh, okay.
Your mix.
Yeah, let me break it down for you, Emily. You're going to dump a bunch of paint into a bowl. All right. So what I'm going to do here, what I'm going to try is I'm going to put on my plate some of my white, which is Antique Villa. Okay, so I tried 2 different types of these FIFO bottles. Again, I originally bought these for my resin, not for my paint. These have an actual squeeze tip on them. These are always clogged. These are more like a ketchup container, and it's always clogged.
So, since we've had like a dozen people ask, what don't you like about these?
I don't like that they clog.
Well, that's why I asked it now.
I don't like that they clog. I've got to constantly dump my paint onto a plate or a dish or something. This is always clogged. Again, for my resin, I tried these for my resin, but the part B clogs the tips on the FIFO bottles, so that didn't work. So I thought, oh, I'll try them for my paint. I mean, they're okay. I don't know. I'm still gonna play with them. I'll still use it. This is clogged already, so I've got to stick something in the nozzle to clear it. But I think these ketchup bottle types are better for the resin. Okay, and I put my white on one side. I'm going to put some black on the other. And I'm going to put some of my blue in the middle. And I'm going to try to do this with one brush. We'll see if it works. Okay, so I'm going to take my brush. This is my Wise Owl my Klingon S50 from Wise Owl.
Sorry, Lori, I can't pay attention. I'm broke.
What's wrong?
No, nothing. She just said about your bottles. Pay attention.
Yeah, I know people like them. There are people that will swear by them. I'm just not quite there. All right, maybe I'll just do. Let's just do 2. Let's just do 2 colors for now. So I'm gonna take my one brush and I'm gonna fill it with 2 colors. Okay, I'll add my black later because I don't think I can get 3 colors on here. And I'm going to start and brush.
Huh.
And as long as I kind of go up and down. and it kind of blends it in the middle, but I want to make sure that I just get coverage, so I'm going to refill my brush again.
I can't be the only one with my mind blown right now.
You don't even need
Again,
reasons I don't paint.
Okay, this is going to take 2 coats, so I'll have to do this again. And I'm gonna overbrush it a little bit just to kind of, so they kind of migrate towards each other in the middle. Whoops, I just flipped my brush around accidentally.
See, now I feel better because I'm sitting back here with this ghostly look on my face.
I need to move some of the white back over.
It's like those memes that are like, you were this many days old or this many years old when you learned that whatever.
You learned that.
I mean, in my world, I don't know if I could ever apply this. It's just cool.
All right, and I think when I come back and I do a second coat on that, it'll work out. Okay, my next stripe over here, I'm gonna do the same thing with a different brush, but I'm gonna do the blue and the black. And this time I've got this kind of ridge here.
Oh my gosh. I don't know why. This is like mesmerizing.
So I'm gonna take and I'm gonna move a little bit of my black onto the blue.
Dana, that will never happen. When do we get to see you paint again? No.
And then this is just solid black, so I'm just gonna go ahead and paint this leg right here. Need a little bit more black paint.
Mentally, I'm trying to figure out how can I apply this to anything that I do.
Okay, so if I wanted to, I can even, if I take a little bit of water. Oh my gosh, this one broke the other day and now it just leaks.
Now you tell me after I filled it for you.
Oh yeah, I threw it on the floor because it's broken.
Oh, okay.
There's one on the, let me see.
This one needs a little bit.
Why?
More.
Yeah, I probably just need a little bit. I dropped it, and when I picked it up, it just started spewing water all of a sudden. I'm gonna work these together even a little bit more. So I just added a little bit of water.
Oh, FBJ's just coming on. I can't even talk to her.
I'm using all your painter's tape tonight, Rebel June. All right, I just want this to blend a little bit more, so I just took a clean, dry brush and a little bit of water just to kind of reactivate my paint. And I'm just gonna make it more of a blend than a stripe. All right, so that's kind of my idea with the blue. I might bring the black out a little bit more. Let's come over here and do the orange. So that's kind of what I did on my plate there. Let's do the orange and the pink. So this time I'm going to mix a little bit of my orange and my pink, mandarina and rocksteady, to get sort of a coral pink. I also don't like how slowly when I go to squeeze this, it comes out. I know I could unscrew the lid and make it come out faster. I'm just not a fan. I'm going to probably keep painting out of my, yeah, that's coming out super slow. I'm going to probably keep painting out of my containers. We'll see. You guys, I don't know, if you have any tips to liking these bottles more, tell me, please. I do like them for my resin. I just needed to find the right tip that wouldn't clog with that one part of my resin. So I'm going to try roughly a 50-50 mixture.
That's how it should come out.
Huh?
That's how it should come out.
Yeah, that one came out much faster. Yeah, that's a really pretty color. So it's like a, oh, what is that? That's like a 50-50 mixture of rocksteady and mandarina, which is really pretty.
Thank you, ladies. Yes, it is Wiesel that she's using. I'd say
all,
we, but from afar.
I'm using Wiesel paint tonight, and the 4 colors I'm using are mandarina, rocksteady, Charleston green, and Prussian, and then black and white. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing on here that we did on the other side. I'll try to show you guys.
And this is not 1 hour enamel.
This is not. This is their chalk synthesis paint. So I'm going to add a little bit of my 50-50 mixture of the rocksteady and mandarina in the middle. I'm going to add my black to one side. And I'm going to add my white to the other.
All right, warning. Getting ready for some mind blowing.
No, but this is the one where the stupid tip is plugged. And I need like a pin or something to shove down in there. It's not just the tip, it's clogged more or further down. Super pain. I don't see, this is why I don't know if I can deal with these bottles. I gotta keep unscrewing the lids. Huh?
A sewing needle?
No, it's gotta be something like a little bit longer and wider. So I'm gonna pour instead.
I think she needs like a sword.
Yeah, I do need a sword, but not for this.
Wait a minute.
Just to own a sword.
Yeah, a katana.
Yeah. Okay, and then I'm going to take another brush and let's see. So I'm looking at my pattern. I've got the black going on this end and then the white is on the inside. So let's try to copy that again.
I know. The comments.
What?
She said it's not just the tip.
I know,
Try very hard to not.
All right, so this is...
Oh, mind blown.
Red and blue.
That's one brush. That's the 50-50 mixture of the Rocksteady and Mandarina. And then on this side is going to be the pink with the black. I'm going to call it pink, but it's just know that it's a 50-50 mixture of the orange and the pink.
Oh my gosh.
Need more paint.
Can't even deal. Susan, you need a skewer to get that clogged.
Oh, that's what I need. I have skewers too. Not like I'm using them for cooking. I might as well use them for unplugging my rifle bottle. All right, I kind of am moving my brush a little bit towards the center so they overlap a little bit more. I'm carrying the...
Are you going to cheat and just put one down the center?
Yes, I am. It means I'm going to have to wash out an extra brush, but I'm willing to make that sacrifice, and I'm just going to add a little bit of my pink down the middle. I feel like their pink has more orange in it, but I'm kind of okay with it. And then I'm going to lay this brush off, and I'm actually just going to see, so it ends up looking kind of stripy, but I want it to be a little bit of a smoother blend. So let me try carrying my white into the center. I need some water.
Thanks, Liana. You do whisper. You realize that when you whisper, we can still hear you.
It's I'm not using his inside voice.
The
there
password is.
Okay.
We're gonna play super password.
And then this side, I'm gonna carry the black a little bit further over.
Catherine says, double loading a brush is a great technique. It works well when painting flower petals and leaves.
Yes, when you do flowers, I'm mesmerized by those videos. Yeah, so that's exactly what I'm doing. Okay, I'm gonna regret this because I'm gonna have to do it later. But I want to show you because I'm gonna have to retape this to do my second coat.
What?
But I want to show you guys how clean the lines are when I pulled the tape. I don't have any bleed through under my tape because I sealed it off with that clear coat. I'm gonna retape this off, you guys, because I need to do 2 coats of this. But we're almost out of time, and I want to show you guys what it looks like with the tape pulled. Okay, so from here, I'll do a second coat of exactly this stripe, and then I'm going to move my tape onto this side.
Huh?
I'm going to move my tape onto this side, and that will let me paint this stripe here. These lines I don't need to change until I come to do this section in the middle right here. So I'm just going to work my sides, and I'll get these all complete, and then I'll come work in this center section here. So you can see how I'm going to go through a lot of painter's tape on this. Shout out to Fireball June with my Costco painter's tape.
Woo!
But that's going to be what my stripes look like. So I'll have the pink stripe, this will be a blue stripe, and they're going to mirror each other, right? That's why I did all my mapping at the beginning. And then I'll probably add a little bit more orange to this mixture because their color here is a little more orange, and I do like the orangey tone of this. So I've got a 50-50 mix. I probably need to go a little heavier on the orange, so I'll do that for my next coat. That was kind of fun, right, you guys? That's going to be cute. So what do you guys think? Do you guys trust me to get there? All right, we will.
We'll have to do
I'm gonna move the camera in closer, just so you know.
You can. It's fine. This is just one coat. Just know that I'm going to need 2 coats.
I'm only whispering because they can still hear me.
Yeah, well, especially because your mouth is right on the... So it's pretty though. I get these kind of blended stripes. I did not have to tape off like white, 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 blue, 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 black, black, black. I just did it by loading my brush with both of my colors at the same time. I do have 15 brushes I have to wash out tonight. It was worth it.
Merry Christmas to me.
Worth it. Yeah, totally worth it. And then for this white here, it's not a pure white. So I'm going to mix my Antique Villa with a little bit of the orange and the green, make kind of a brown. So I'm going to use that and mix it with a lot of white, really heavy on the white, a little bit of orange, a little bit of green will give me sort of an off-white tone. All right, that was fun. So, you guys, that was really cool. I have a video coming out tomorrow on my YouTube channel. Do you guys want a sneak peek at the piece?
Come on now.
If I have them available, I try to show you guys what's coming up if I've got it. And I've got it sitting right here. Do you guys want to go on a field trip and see what my video tomorrow is?
I'm lazy and I don't want to move.
Okay? I'm gonna make Sean go mobile. But I do, do you want to straighten that out a little bit? It's on wheels. Pull the other side out.
Sorry over there.
Okay. Let's come over and I'll show you guys what my video tomorrow will be.
Okay, we'll see you guys later. Oh.
Yeah. Ta-da! So this, you guys, is the piece that'll be on my video tomorrow. And this was kind of fun because I got to copy a piece that I'd done before. And it was fun to try to make it look as much like the other one as I could, but on a totally different piece of furniture. So that's what I did here. I even made a molded detail on this center drawer. This was a flat drawer here, and I added some moldings to it to make it a raised drawer.
Oh, here, hold on. It's almost like a xylophone. Do that.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure that's a xylophone. That's cool.
I added my Would You Bend moldings to the doors here, just like my other piece with the knobs in the middle. I got my Wise Hour 1 hour enamel on the inside, so it's nice and wipeable on the inside. It's just a beautiful finish.
You're a knob.
On the inside here, it's all painted out. So I really think it probably got as close to the other piece as I could get. Without being exact, I do need to add the handles onto this drawer here. That's the only thing I have left to do. So you guys, if you want to see the entire video on how this piece was done, it's going to be on my YouTube channel tomorrow. That will go up, and that'll be my tutorial. So I hope you guys enjoyed tonight. It was kind of fun, something a little different. And thank you guys for hanging out with me on this Thursday. I'll be back next Thursday. You guys have a fantastic weekend. I hope you're having nice weather where you are. I'll catch you next week.